Moi kaikki! In this video, we will go over the difference between the Finnish words tai and vai. Listen carefully. These two Finnish words both translate to or in English, and there's only one letter difference, so they can be pretty tricky to figure out what the difference is. Tai with a T, tai, and the other one is vai with a V, vai. Tai and vai. They both translate to or, so what exactly is the difference between these two words? Let's start with tai, which, like I said, translates to or. So you could say omena tai banaani, which means apple or banana. Omena tai banaani. One difference between these two words, tai and vai, is that when you want to say a statement, so not a question, you're just stating something, you can only use tai. So in a statement, only use tai. For example, if you want to say, I'll take 2 or 3 tickets. You're not asking a question, you're just stating, I'll take 2 or 3 tickets. You have to use tai because it's a statement. You're stating what you're doing. So you would say, otan 2 tai 3 lippua. You cannot say otan 2 vai 3 lippua. It sounds wrong, it's grammatically incorrect. People will understand you, but in this situation, because it's a statement, you have to use tai to make a correct sentence to make a correct sentence in Finnish. Otan 2 tai 3 lippua. A few more examples with statements where you have to use tai are: hän sanoi, että mennään Helsinkiin tai Turkuun. So that translates to, he or she said, we are going to Helsinki or Turku. Helsinkiin tai Turkuun. Because you're stating something, you're saying, this person said this, you have to use tai. It's not a question, you're just saying a statement, therefore you must use tai. Helsinkiin tai Turkuun. Hän ei ole ikinä pyöräillyt tai uinut. Here you're just stating, this person, hän, he or she, has never cycled or swam. You're making a statement. It's not a question, it's a fact. Therefore, you have to use tai. Hän ei ole ikinä pyöräillyt tai uinut. Mennään tiistaina tai keskiviikkona. You are stating, let's go on Tuesday or Wednesday. It's a statement, not a question, therefore you have to use tai. Mennään tiistaina tai keskiviikkona. So tai has to be used in statements. What about questions? So this is the part that can be a bit confusing sometimes, since tai and vai can be used in questions, but the meaning has a slight difference to it. Using tai in a question means the listener can pick as many options from your list as they want. And we'll get to examples soon, so this makes more sense. On the other hand, using vai means the listener can only choose one option from the list. So for example, haluatko vettä tai mehua? We're using tai here. Haluatko vettä tai mehua? That means the listener can choose any option from the list that you gave them. Vettä tai mehua, meaning they can choose one of the two options, they can choose both of the options, or they can choose none at all. They can say, no, I don't want either of them, I want something else. Also, to Finnish people, this sentence tends to sound more like, would you like something to drink? There's water and tea available. Would you like either one of them? So it's a more open question. On the other hand, if you were to say this exact same sentence using vai, haluatko vettä vai mehua? the assumption is you have to pick one. You're being offered juice and water, and you can't choose both, you have to pick one. So there's the assumption already there that you want something to drink, and now you have to pick one of the two options that are presented to you. So what about if I were to say, mennäänkö Viroon vai Ruotsiin? Mennäänkö Viroon vai Ruotsiin? So here you're asking someone, shall we go to either Estonia or Sweden? You're giving them the choice, and they can pick one of the two options, Estonia or Sweden. Which one do you want to go? You have to pick one of the two. If you were to rephrase that sentence and ask, mennäänkö Viroon tai Ruotsiin? It's more of an open question. The listener who you're talking to, they can pick Viro, they can pick Ruotsi, they can say, mennään molempiin, let's go to both. Or they could say, mä en halua mennä kumpaankaan, mennään Norjaan, for example. I don't want to go to either, let's go to Norway. So, mennäänkö Viroon tai Ruotsiin is more open, and the listener can pick one, all, or nothing from your list. Similarly, haluatko sun teehen maitoa tai sokeria would mean, if I'm using tai, haluatko sun teehen maitoa tai sokeria? What am I asking here? I'm asking basically whether you want anything in your tea. And the listener can say, yes, I'd like some milk. Joo, haluun maitoa. Joo, haluun sokeria. They can say, ei kiitos, en halua mitään. I don't want anything. Or they could even say, joo, otan molempia. I'll have both. If someone were to ask you, haluatko sun teehen maitoa vai sokeria? Here I was using a bit more puhekieli. Haluatko sun teehen maitoa vai sokeria? It sounds like you're being given the choice and you have to choose either one. Do you want milk or sugar? Choose one. Mikä niistä? Which one? One trick I remember hearing once, I don't exactly remember where, was that vai is very close to the Finnish word vain, which means only. So when you're presented with a question, with a list, do you choose this vai this, tämä vai tämä? You can vain choose one. You can only choose one. So you can vain choose one option when there's a question using vai. Does that make any sense? Also, I've seen a lot of Finnish people suggesting that when in doubt, use tai. Tai can be used in statements and questions, and it usually does sound softer just because the listener is able to choose more freely from the options presented. For example, if you're saying, tavataanko lauantaina tai sunnuntaina? Shall we meet on Saturday or Sunday? It sounds better usually than tavataanko lauantaina vai sunnuntaina. Just because tavataanko lauantaina tai sunnuntaina sounds a bit more softer, the person can reject. They can be like, oh, neither day is okay, let's choose perjantai. Or then they can be like, joo, sunnuntai käy hyvin. Whereas tavataanko lauantaina vai sunnuntaina is like, you have to choose Saturday or Sunday. I mean, it's not that aggressive as it may seem from my explanation, but you are presenting it in a way where you have to choose lauantai vai sunnuntai, and you can vain choose one of the options. So it's kind of assuming you've already agreed to week on the viikonloppu, on the weekend. As a quick reminder to those of you that are members of my Patreon or YouTube memberships, level 2, I will be uploading the monthly workbook within the next few days. I make monthly Finnish language practice workbooks that I upload for my level 2 members, and because I've been doing this for a long time now, 20 months I guess, if you join now, you'll immediately get access to all of those 20 plus workbooks that you can download, and you can also end the membership at any point in time. So actually it's a pretty good deal. So just wanting to let you know, and the new one will be up in the next few days. So kiitos. Hopefully that makes sense. Please do leave a comment if something is unclear or you have another explanation you would like to share with other people watching. The word vai can come up in some other situations, not meaning or, and I'll go over those in the next video. But until then, kiitos paljon kun katsoitte ja nähdään ensi videossa. Moikka!